Hey guys, so here we have the venture. There we go, there's the venture. Um, and you probably have all gotten these from your tutorial missions, since you guys are probably all newbies watching this at this point. Um, yeah, this is pretty much the venture you guys have all gotten. You've stuck some mining lasers on it, and you're told to go get some ore, and you got the ore, and you did the thing, and that did some stuff. So, you all know what this thing does. It mines, and it mines fairly well. So I'm going to go over today how to mine with it even better and make more use of it, and I'm going to kind of explain some of the things that people have problems with in the beginning. So one of those things I'm going to go over is fitting these things. Fitting these things, it's not really science. I mean, there's no rocket science behind it. Oh my God, there's no beam of light coming from heaven that sends you the message of what to put on your venture. So more or less, obviously, mining lasers, and other than that, it's probably personal preference. Personally, I would recommend something along the lines of this fitting. I'm not going to say it's ideal by any means, but I'm going to say this will probably cover most of your woes in a blanket. Here we have the two mining lasers. When you're looking at mining lasers to buy for your venture, and even if you're going to do venture for like only a day or so, it's worth it to get the good mining lasers. It'll save you a ton of time in the process. So let's look at the miner ones. 60 seconds, so 1 minute activation duration, cycle time. Mining amount is 40 M3. Optimal range is 10 kilometers. Activation is 10 gigajoules of capacitor. That's all that really matters. So let's go back down to the CU vapor bore stream. Or CU particle. Oh God, CU vapor particle bore stream 1. That one. So here we're looking at the information for this now. So activation cost is still 10. Oh, hey, optimal range is 2.4 kilometers longer. That's going to be nice. And activation time is the same. And hey, what do you know? It mines 18% more ore per cycle. That's not bad at all. So this is highly worth getting into the CU vapor particle bore stream ones. I don't know why I have such a hard time with that. So to find these, just click View Market Details, and that's a bug. And you'll see a bunch here. These prices are well too high. You'll probably get them for more like 200,000, 300,000. I've actually put these up on the market myself, where I do my mining fleets. And look at local prices. I should probably raise the price to get a little bit more money out of it, but whatever. And go ahead and get these. Figure you drop 400, 500,000 ISK on these two lasers, right? In one load of your venture, you're going to be walking with about 700 to 800,000 ISK worth of ore. So it's kind of worth it to put that on there just to see just because of how fast they pay off. So from there, I'm going to go to the low slot actually. There's only one low slot on a venture. There's only really two things you can do with it. Mining laser upgrades, which increase your mining amount at a cost of CPU on your mining lasers. Yes, it increases the yield on mining lasers, but causes them to use more CPU. So it's obviously a tight fit. I actually even have implants, so this fit might not work with a lot of you, but then again, I have a lot of Tech 2 stuff on here, so it's not that big of an issue. So that's going to help out my mining lasers. And down in the mid slots here, I have a micro warp drive, so I can go really fast to the belt and just kind of zip around and get the ore I want. I have a medium shield extender to give me a little bit more buffer before, and just so I can absorb hits really quick and let my drones deal with rats and kill them. I'll go over that in a second. And then I also have a EM amplifier. That's what's giving me that 44% resistances on my shields. Otherwise it's zero. There's nothing there for EM resistance. Which if you're in a Mars space, that matters. Because the rats in a Mars space do, what do you know, EM and thermal damage. So that's good to have. You don't even need Tech 2 for any of this. Obviously just quickly look, pause the video if you need to. Just kind of look at what I have on there. Quick disclaimer on these. You'll see that there are variations. These things are expensive as all hell can be. So, for example, if there's even any... Yep, that's probably an accurate price. 850 freaking mil for a single mining laser upgrade. I don't know why there's so much. Then again, this is only a regional market. This isn't a big trade hub. So, even though attached Paragon's not that bad. but they're not cheap. The mining laser upgrade 1s and the mining laser upgrade 2s, the tech 2s, are probably all you're going to ever really buy. Don't ever buy these. That's just stupid, and that's the lost mail waiting to happen. So, as for drones, I've decided to go to 2 different combat drones in here instead of mining drones because I need a little bit of protection. I'm not going to just be able to sit there forever and just kind of take whatever damage I'm getting at me. So I put on Hobgoblin 2s because I can use them, but if you have any doubts in what specific kind of drone you want to use as far as effectiveness, just get Hobgoblins. Even Hobgoblin Tech 1s are fine. They do a lot of damage. They do thermal damage. That's good. That covers a decent chunk of all the damage types that are going to be weak or susceptible to damage, on the rats at least. And they're good. They're a little bit more brawly than the rest of the light drones out there. So just go ahead and get 2 of these drones, even if you're mining a 0.9, just in case. So one thing on here you newbies probably noticed was, hey, those 3 weird slots at the very top, he has those filled with what looks like shields, and you're right. These are called rig slots. They sort of have their own fittings and everything else. As you can see, their calibration here. And they take a certain set of skills here. You can see the requirements. And they're not hard to train at all. Just get mechanics to 3, jury rigging to 3, then start training your specific ones, types of rigs to level 1 or whatever. This one right here gives me the thermal resistances that I have on here. It gives me just enough to get up to 45%, which is quite nice. I got a nice blanket because of that. And then the other 2 I have on here are shield purgers. These rigs actually increase the rate of which my shields recharge, which that probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense to older guys saying, oh, well, why don't you just put a whole bunch of buffer? Your shields eventually recharge. Well, personally, on a venture, I'd rather just have the shields recharge really quick after a quick little brawl with rats. So just get that done, get that recharged. I have enough buffer to deal with the rats. There's no point in putting core defense shield extenders on there because I don't need the extra buffer. So that's pretty much that. So I'm going to go ahead and undock and explain how to find asteroid belts if you guys didn't already figure that out. Because by default, your overviews will not have asteroid belts as so. You can see stargates, you can see stations, you can see deployables, but you really can't see anything else. So one way to find asteroid belts is to look around, and if you can see past the bright sun, this is Tashmerkon, so there's a ton of belts here, but you can see the little triangles like that. Those are all asteroid belts. You'll see a couple more somewhere. I know there's a couple more in the system here. Somewhere. I don't know where they are, unless they're down. Anyways, so I don't know where these asteroid belts are. I know there's a couple on that planet, but so you can either right-click in space and just warp to one, or find one in space. You can also right-click in space, go to asteroid belts, and you'll have a big long list on your context menu here. And you can just right-click, warp to, and all that jazz. And then here, what you can do is find these, right-click in space, add asteroid belt to overview, and it adds them all to your overview. How nifty is that? So let's just go ahead and pick a random asteroid belt since there's so freaking many. Let's just warp
drive active.
They're just so pretty. So one thing that you guys are also going to notice when you land is there's not going to be any real asteroids on your overview. Like you'll probably see what is it, Veldspar, and you won't really see anything else, and you'll be confused like, where are all these other rocks I'm seeing around? And hey, look, free drones. Turn my micro warp drive 1 cycle, and that's why I have it, so I can get around nice and quick. But to get these on your overview, you're going to want to click these little bars up here. That'll open up your menu. Then go down to Open Overview Settings. You won't have the big long list like I do. I have an overview pack with all different types of presets. So all you need to do is right here, just right click where it says asteroid, that entire folder, and just select all. That'll select the entire folder here. And then you'll see here all the different types of ore. Not just Veldspar, but also pyroxeries and scordite, which are actually some of the most profitable ores you can find in high-sec, believe it or not. There we go. So you can go ahead and close that at this point, and I'm just going to go ahead and sort that. So I see all the rocks after everything else, so that's just how I like it. And let's just pick a random rock. Let's just do, because I want to go fast, let's pick one far away. Condensed feldspar. And not close enough yet. One cycle of that. Let's go ahead and lock that up and just pew pew the rock. There we go. And then I always just put out my drones first, just so that if I get attacked, they'll automatically respawn. That's if they're set to aggressive. You can change that here. Make sure it's set to aggressive. Always focus fire. Aggressive and passive, obviously it's fairly straightforward. And focus fire just means that your drones will attack the same thing all together. So pretty much that. And then one thing that's really cool about your Venture here, and I already did a little bit of mining earlier trying to record this, and a Venture has a dedicated ore hold. All the ore that you mine will go automatically into this ore hold, and even when it's full, it will not go in your normal hold. So that's pretty cool. It holds 5,000 M3, so it makes sense to mine an adventure. And once that gets filled, I mean, that's enough to justify, I mean, okay, I can fly back to the station. There's no need to pop out a jet can. I mean, that's a nice chunk of ore right there, and you'll mine it relatively quick. Like, it won't take forever to fill that up. It might seem like it if you're used to like RPG, like first-person shooters and whatever, but in the long term, in the big view of things, it doesn't take that long at all. So just go ahead and fill that up. At some point, the rock might just pop. It'll say, oh, well, you basically got all that you can yield from the rock or something like that, and then that's normal. Just go to the next rock. Don't freak out. You just killed a rock. Feel bad. Its family's going to be in depression, and they have to make funeral arrangements, and yeah. So feel bad. You're still making things blow up, just not in the normal PvP sense. So just move on to the next rock and do that. I'm going to take this time to go ahead and plug in my public mining fleet. I did this before for a little bit there, and I really liked it, but I wanted to go shoot some stuff after 2.5 months of every single day making a fleet. And I'm doing it back here again, and I'd like to plug that in. You'll probably see a cover around here covering my chat channels. You're probably seeing the mouse disappear and appear. But yep, just go ahead, and there's going to be information. I'll say a chat channel to join. What you're going to do is going to be a little white, it looks like a little chat bubble box. You just click that. That'll open up this menu here. You just type in public mining fleet, singular, one fleet. So just go ahead and click that. Then you click join. It's going to say, oh, you're already in that channel. And yeah, you're in. All the information you need is there. Just go ahead and get involved and come make some friends. Hang out, learn a little bit mining, learn a little bit of Eve, not mining related if you want to. And we have a TeamSpeak server set up where you can listen to music. And also, I'm going to, since this is towards the end of the video, and actually it is the end of the video, I'm going to go ahead and say if you guys liked this video, found it helpful and whatever else, or it just turned you on, go ahead and give it a like. If you enjoy the rest of my videos, go ahead and give me a subscribe. I hope to redo some of these other videos on the list. This is going to be the first one here because I just felt like flying a Venture, quite frankly. And yeah, I hope to see. If you really like the videos but you have some questions, I have a chat channel you can join. It's Eep on Eve. Just do the same thing I said for the Join Public Mining Fleet. You click the little chat channel bubble, the little chat bubble thing, type in Eep on Eve, as it says right there, all one word. Just click join and you're already in the channel. And you'll see the MOTD, the most recent video, all that jazz, some other stuff, some people hanging out. And if you have any questions, even if I'm not there, just go ahead and ask. Everybody there is, you know, they're more than willing to help answer some questions more often than not, unless they're doing something. So yeah, pretty much just that. I mean, you can already see at this point my ore hold is getting pretty full. At some point here I'm going to have to return to the station and offload, then come back and shoot some more rocks. You can already see the estimated price is almost at half a million ISK. That's not bad to say it's only Veldspar. And yeah, I'm kind of upset that there's no rats here to attack me. was kind of looking for to have rats attack me. It's like, oh my god, look, the fit works. But, you know, that happens sometimes. They'll probably show up after I stop recording. Anyways, I'll stop blabbing my mouth now like I do at all the end of my videos. And, yeah, so I'll talk to you guys later if you want to jump on the chat channels. And I hope this helped. Thanks for watching.